Oh, if you've got a fibre, it goes underneath the chair. Whether I put the oh, yeah, great.
Do you want a label which says defaults? Space. We've got loads of space today.
Okay, right, that should be all right. So find some space.
Joan. Oh, right, the lady who worked at the council. No, the lady who comes from you. Yes.
Okay, so find some space, and I'm gonna have one of the chairs as well, just so I can explain it in chair. So if you're standing up, you've got 2 points of contact with the ground. If you're sitting down, you've got 4 points of contact with the ground. So you want a shoulder width gap, which is 2 fists or thereabouts between your knees, whether you're standing up or sitting down. Sink the sitting bones down and float up with the head. And it's the same if you're standing up. You want to sink the sitting bones back and down and float up with your head. I'm just moving that out. There you go. We've got that there. Okay, so nice and tall. And just take
How many layers have you got to
take
peel
a
off?
couple of breaths. So just breathe in, breathe out, and then breathe in and out. Sink the hips. So you can feel the ground under your feet, nice and tall through the body, and then just very gently turn the waist, and just so you're turning the waist from one corner to the other, and you're just allowing your arms to be nice and relaxed and just to be moved. And we're looking forwards as we listen behind. Bless you, and listen above. So yeah, we've got the music today. So this is fresh music from the weekend. I spent the weekend in Munsley. I was supposed to be teaching a retreat, and hopefully we will get a retreat around this time next year, which would be fantastic. And we were doing mindful music, and I did some Tai Chi on the beach, so that was lovely. So you want to relax the shoulders, and you're just turning. So keep going, everybody. When you're doing this in your chair, you're just sort of doing that, and feel that turning. So when you turn, push down with the opposite leg. So push down with the right leg as you go left, push down with the left leg as you go right. And that will engage the leg muscles and also get your back working. So on the radio this morning, on the way to class, they were saying about the importance of doing 150 minutes a week of exercise. Everybody, whatever age you are. So try and keep your hips still. So when I'm doing this bit's all staying still. There's a little bit of forward and back movement in the hips. Have a look from the side. So what I'm avoiding is this. I'm not doing that, I'm doing this. So it's different. And they're saying as well as the aerobic thing, you need to do things that work the muscles. And you'll be pleased to know that Tai Chi does work all muscles. The reason why they want people to work their muscles is because to improve the bone density. So as well as things that are quite vigorous, like going for big, vigorous walks and things, or driving trucks, you want to do things that work your muscles to build up your bone density. So let's just nice and tall. So we made some music while I was away. So once I've sorted out the levels, it will be a nice CD with some, because I also recorded some sea noises, and I'm going to mix it up with my friend Nick's bird song and stuff, so that'll be good. But anyway, you want to pay attention to what you are noticing. So the knees are in line with the toes. So you want your knees in line with the toes. So my knees are going forwards and back, but they're not doing any lateral movements. So we won't spend too long on loosening, because I quite like to go through this thing I've been working on with Mark Peters, these Fasun Gong exercises, because they are absolutely brilliant for building up your leg strength, and that would be a good thing. So you're nice and tall, just let the shoulders really relax. And we're all breathing. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll just do a little bit of bounce. So just very gentle bouncing. Keep breathing some more. And shake. So this was really nice. I did this on the beach, and when it's, I was saying about imagine you've got soft sand underneath your feet. Well, I tried it out for real, and it is just like that. So it was good to find out that I wasn't just making it up in my brain. So you wanna just relax the whole of your body. Marvellous. And then we'll just do this. So that's it. So feel free to move things, and also one side is often different in how it moves than the other, but that doesn't mean it can't move as well. It's good to move stuff. And then turn the palms up. So it goes down and up. I'll just show you so when we're, that's what it's like in a chair. You go forwards and back, forwards and back, forwards and back. So the body will actually move the arms. But in a standing, there's not the forward and back thing going on. 4, 3, 2, 1, and just relax. So I'll just show what this looks like in the chair first, and then I'll show what it looks like standing up. So in a chair, so it's like this. It's a bit smaller. The problem is the chair gets in the way a bit. So you just turn the waist to allow the arm to swing up. And then those of you that are standing up, I'll show you that from the, you come across, you turn, you come across, you turn. You come across, you turn, come across, you turn. So we might do, there's 12 movements in the Fasun Gong, which is what I want to do next. The Fasun Gong exercises. But we'll probably just stick with the first 6, because I don't want to. So you have your feet flat on the floor. Notice what I'm doing with my feet. I'm transferring the weight, I'm turning, my feet are flat on the floor. That's it. So I'm doing the outside turn. So you're turning in the opposite direction to where your weight is going. So let's slow it down. So those of you, you might want to experiment sitting down. You might want to experiment with a little bit of forward movement and backward movement, or just see what you come up with. So what we'll do, we're just going to transfer our weight from one foot to the other, or one sitting bone to the other, just to feel that, and you feel it more in one foot. Then you transfer the weight and sink down, and keep your head floating. Keep your head floating, that's it. Now what we're doing in this particular exercise is you go into your right side, turn your body so that you face the left front corner. Then you transfer your weight, and then you focus on the right front corner. Just to the corner, no further. So you actually physically need to be able to see the corner. And when you get to the corner, you stop. And you also want your knee in line with the toes. It's too cold for shorts. Sorry about that, those of you on Zoom. So when I sing, I want my knee in line with the toes, and then try that like this. That's it. So yeah, the music you can hear, that's me and Peter in Munsley at the weekend, but I haven't done any of the levels, or I haven't done any of the clever stuff. Keep breathing. Down and up, down and up. Right. 4, 3, lovely. 2, that's better everybody. And 1. Okay. So, back into this posture, nice. So paying attention. You need to be able to pay attention to what you're doing and how you're moving, and it can be better just to wait, watch for a bit, and then copy. But what you want to try and cultivate is being able to copy the actual move than what you think the move is, because otherwise you then spend a lot of time correcting. Well, you spend a lot of time correcting anyway, but it's easier if you just follow and copy what's in front of you, rather than watch what's in front of you, cultivate an idea of what it is and doing that, because it won't be what we're doing. It's just a little bit of a bugbear. Oh, my computer's being silly. Get off. Yeah. And Mike, the head honcho, he's very into, this is what we're doing, and then he'll point out what you're not doing, and it gets a bit. So just to save all that, just copy what you see, not what you think you're seeing. Brilliant. Okay, so there we go. Just let it drop. There you go. Brilliant. So now I'm show you from the side. I'm just letting it fall down, and then there's a bit of bounce going on. So it bends and then straightens. That's it. And you want to sink the shoulders more, lengthen through the head, so the head's floating and everything else is hanging down. Now relax the wrists and relax the palms of the hands. So did you phone Joan up then, or?
No, Joan phones me on Sunday.
Joan phoned you on Sunday, okay. Send her our best wishes to get well soon, and also thanks for not coming out to give us all her COVID. That was very kind of her.
Is she still poorly, or is it?
Well,
Still
Just
testing positive.
She's as fit as the fiddle, according to her.
Yeah.
But
She's
she's still testing positive.
Yeah, well, you can do for quite a long time afterwards.
Yeah,
That's why the government say you can't use tests to check when you've got the all clear.
She's a bit dedicated, I think.
Well, I mean, if it's a faint line, then that usually means it's
receding.
It's receding. I know that much because that's what happened to me when I had it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Posture check. Ah, nice. So we just, So it's very useful to be able to stand well. And you've also got that bendy feeling, and then it's like you're perched on the chair. You're definitely on the chair, so that's good. So you want to be, and then what we're doing is we're turning the waist, and we're letting the arms swing. So now in a chair, you can have a play with it. Actually, you can stay upright, or you can go forward a bit, and do it that way, and then you can turn it into a bit of a forward and back thing if you're in a chair. But the important thing is, if you notice, if I put my hands on my tummy, I'm turning and I'm pressing with these legs. I'm pressing with these legs, so I turn, and then from the side, I'm turning. So it's quite dynamic. When you've got these press, you're actually exercising your quadriceps and your hamstrings, and you can feel those muscles engaging. So it's chair stuff is not a cop-out. It's just sitting down, but it's just as hard. So we're going forwards and back. Now what you want to do is imagine you're in water. So I only got up to here in the water. I don't really swim, but so you're keeping the arms. It's just something that Mike's been doing, where he's been keeping the arms long. He's been keeping the arms long. So if you have a look, those of you on Zoom, my arms aren't going up that much. And there's still a curve in the arm, but there's not a bend. So this has changed to how we were doing it at the beginning of lockdown, just because of some of the stuff that Mike's been working on. So if you were moving through water, the arm would work more as a long thing than something bending. So have a look. There we go. And you're turning. So yeah, the levels are all over the place for the music, but it's not bad.
It's relaxing.
It's very relaxing, yeah, and some of it's got Nick Penny's bird songs, and then also I've got to put the sea noises on, which will be really fun. So quite exciting, but it's just trying to find the time to get it all sorted out. That's the problem. But we drank lots of tea and made lovely music. And then while he was having a nap, I went on the beach for a couple of hours and did some Tai Chi. Very good. Got entertained by lots of very wet dogs. I really like all the different dogs they have in Munsley. Fantastic. That's it. So you want to turn your waist to get the arms to move. That's it. So while you're getting used to moving, your body can do all sorts of strange things, and that's fine. You've got to start somewhere. But you're keeping this lengthened feeling in the arms, so less of a bend these days. You still want to keep soft. 4, 3, 2, 1. Marvellous. Okay, now wobbling. I'll show wobbling in a chair first, and then I'll show wobbling standing up. So wobbling in a chair, again, you can have a play with the angle, but you push, it's this rhythm. Boom, 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 with the feet. Boom, 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 boom. And you just let the arms come around. It's a circle. Circle, circle, circle. So you can, what you do, it's in the body movement. So if you just let your other arm relax, see what happens. If it's uncomfortable, put it back on the lap. But use turning your shoulders and your waist and pressing down with the feet, and it will probably start moving things itself. And you're just allowing the arms to be moved. So that's it in a chair. And you should feel the sitting bones doing stuff as well if you're doing this in a chair. For those of you that are standing up, doing it that way, it's like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you keep your arms nice and long. 1, 2, 1, 2. But you want to let go in that shoulder joint. That's fine. Keep breathing, very nice. And just have a little shake out. Just wiggle your body. That one's one of those. It's good, isn't it? And then do some little kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's it. Okay, let's do, we'll do some neck things. So the shoulders are nice and relaxed. And it's just going to very gently turn to the corners first, and then if you feel that you can move more than the corners, then that's fine. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. And then semicircle to the top corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. Okay, and just yeah, like this with the shoulders. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so the next movement, if you're in a chair, you do it like this, because we're working our lower back. If you're standing up, you do it slightly different. So we have hands on the hip. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, posture check. Check the posture. So nice and soft sinking, lengthening, muscles sinking and soft, upward feeling in the bones. Here we go. 1. Hello, go for it. 2. Do you want some water or anything? You can walk through and grab yourself some water if you need any. Okay, no worries. All right.
Thank you.
5, 6, 7, 8. That's the post. For those of you on Zoom, that's the post lady. She comes in here sometimes on a Wednesday to use the facilities and sometimes grab some water from the kitchen, just so you know what's going on Zoom. Okay, so yeah, let's do this one. So you come up like that and push. 2. So you can do it one arm or both arms. 5, 6. Okay, and then down. 2, 3, 4, 5. See you next time.
Thank you.
6, 7, and 8. Yeah, and shake out. Okay, so I'll just go grab my crib sheet, and we're going to go through the first 6 moves of the Fasun Gong exercises, which are called, he said, were deep relaxation exercises. I've just got to find deep relaxing exercises designed to soothe the mind and body while gently stimulating the circulation. And then he says each movement should be done for 2 to 3 minutes, which should give us plenty of time to get them, but is the reason why we're going to only do the first 6 of the 12, the first 6 of the 12 exercises. And let me just, yeah, that's right, okay. I was just giving myself a reminder. So I've been watching the video. I did the training when I was on my teaching break. And, oh yeah, grab some water if you need to. Oh yeah, grab some water if you need to. Do you need any water? Right, okay. There's some in the... Does anyone want a mint? No, I'll have one. I'll have one later. I'll have one. But I'll have it. Thank you very much. Do you know, this is brilliant. We've got mint.
Thank you very much.
I went to the GP with a tickly throat, and I said, I'm fed up with sucking this. He said, what are you doing? I said, I'm sucking mint. He said, there's nothing I can give you that's any better for someone of your age than sucking mint. Do you want one?
No, thanks.
Right, mint break. Okay, right, we've had our mint. Someday my mints will come. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do the first movement, which is called balancing yin and yang. And all you do is you transfer your weight to one side and you transfer your weight to the other. So multitasking, some of us are sucking mint. Try not to get the mint going around the wrong way, so just let it dissolve.
Stick it in your cheek.
Stick it in your cheek, okay. We've got very good mint technique from, yeah, Margaret over there. So you want to get the weight to go through the balance point of each foot, and also you just gently draw the toes in. If you're sitting down, you'll feel a stronger contact depending on what sitting bone you're on. So just let the arms relax. So I think actually we were doing this a little bit, try and slow it down a bit more. And we're all breathing. Ah, what a relief. Good, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. Okay, now what you do is you transfer the weight and then lift the opposite heel. Actually, I'll show from the back. So you see, I'm lifting my heel. Sorry, let me pull up the trousers a bit more. Hang on. Now I'll see if I'm brave enough. I'll try and wear shorts next week, but. Lift the heel. See? Lift the heel. That's it. So this is the first movement, balancing yin and yang. So you want to keep your knees soft. So that's a good one for the... So if you're doing this in the chair, lift the ankle. Lift the heel. So then that flexes and that works the ankle joint. Or you can have it like that. That's it. So that's the first movement. Brilliant. The second movement, and they all do that. All the way through all 12 of the movements. We're just doing the first 6 because it's going to take a long time. I thought rather than trying to do all of it and not spending as long on each move, I thought it'd be better to split it into 2 halves. So then we just need to worry. I think that's going to work better, and then we can spend longer on each move and really get into it. So the next one, it's called turning the wheel. So these are from Yuan style. Yuan, I can't pronounce it, sorry about anyone that's Chinese listening, I apologise. a style of Chen style Tai Chi. So now, if I show from the diagonal, it's like you're a choo-choo train. So you come up, down and out. Now what you want, these need to have a straight wrist. You need to have a straight wrist, and your fingers are firm but relaxed. So they're not really floppy-fied and all shriveled like that. They're firm and they're pointing forwards. So imagine that's what's happening with your arm you're working with. Yeah, you're working on. So it's and then what you do is you breathe in, breathe out, and then what you might want to do is grab the other hand, breathe in and out, just so it can join in a bit. It doesn't have to do everyone, but it's just so then you've got so it comes up the back, down and forward. If you're doing an assisted version, that's it, like that, that's it. And you breathe in and out, in and out. I'll show from the diagonal for people on the computer. And also, now all these moves, if you send me an email, all these moves I will be putting on the YouTube. The class will be going on the YouTube channel, so you can do it all over again. Or you can check if you can then use them as sort of homework. So Mike, when the internet's working, he'll record his intermediate class, and then I'll go and watch it during the week in bits. I'll do 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Go, what was he talking about? Oh yes, and you can watch it all over again. Breathe in, breathe out. So I'm just staying in the middle. So it comes up, forward, down. Up, forward, down and round. Like a very slow moving train, especially on Saturday. They're all on strike, aren't they? So, so we go. Then what you do is you transfer your weight. Now, hang on a minute, let me get this right. Now, he was doing it opposite. He was doing it opposite in the video, because we checked. Because one of my students, this very morning, so it comes up and down, forward. Up first, then down and forward. Up, down, forward and round. Up, breathe in. Down, forward and round, breathe out. And then what you do is you make it a bit smaller. Oh, hello! Welcome. Thank you very much. We're just going through the first 6. Yeah, just relax. It's fine. Thank you for coming. We're going through the first 6 the Fasun Gong exercises, which is what I went all the way to Birmingham to learn. Although, when he did it, he went all the way to Malaysia, so I think he wins. But so what we're doing is we're transferring the weight and we're sinking and we're going in a circle. So what you want to do is be not in a hurry. What's not in a hurry? What's that called?
Slowly.
Slowly, yeah. You want to be slow. Beautiful. Now what we do is we raise the heel. So we come down, sink, raise the heel. So this is much, much slower than a Keep Fit class, because me and Amy, we go to a Keep Fit class every Thursday. She's very fast, isn't she? So this is much, much slower, which is actually difficult in its own way. Oh, that foxed you, didn't it? Okay, let's just relax. Let's look at that. I'll do the sitting version, then you can see. I'll come a bit closer, so those of you that are sitting down, I'll move that up, then you can see what my feet are doing. So I transfer the weight, and I raise the heel. I transfer the weight, and I raise the heel. I transfer the weight, and I raise the heel. I transfer the weight, and I raise the heel. So I'm feeling a strong feeling in that foot and that sitting bone, and then raising the heel, and then the other side. Now for the standy uppy people, move that around. So this is the movement. movement. So remember when we were doing the movement right at the beginning, and we'll have another go at these. This is the movement. Down and up. Raise the heel. Raise the heel. Down. Down. How's that? Yeah, it's surprisingly tricky. Because what happens is you end up making stuff up or thinking you've seen something and doing that. Yeah, that was the other thing. This is a tip from Carell. Watch what's going on and copy that rather than something that you think it is. So you can end up forming an image in your mind as to what the movement is, and then you end up doing the image rather than what it is. So do what's there. Very good. It's very difficult, even. Fantastic. All right, we'll let that one go for a bit because. Oh my goodness, we're only on the second movement. Oh dear. Okay, circling the wrists. So I'll come a bit closer so the people on the computer can see. So it's like this, and then you come out, forward. This'll confuse everyone's brain, won't it? So you want to relax here, so it kind of goes blah, 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 blah. I don't know what that is in technical language, but it kind of goes blah, 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 like that. And then what you do is you come forward slightly, and then you sink. It's a bit like if someone chucked a medicine ball at you and you caught it, rather than, you know, knocking you back. So it's like that. So you come forward, and then you go, huh. Now what would that be in the chair? Let me just work that out, because he didn't actually show it in the... Oh yeah, look, there you go. You've got this lovely rocking thing going on. So it goes behind, but it's a bit like, for those of you that have done Dragon Serves Teacups, it's almost like the beginning of Dragon Serves Teacups. If you don't know what Dragon Serves Teacups is, just forget what I said. It's fine. Just forget everything. Just forget everything. Just forget everything. Just doesn't happen. So this one, you want to really relax the shoulders. It's quite tempting to kind of be up here. You want to go, and that nice bouncy springy feeling in the body. Yeah. So yeah, the Monday evening class, we're going to do. I'll try and dig up where I put all my focus pads, and if you could buy some boxing, like practice bag gloves. You can get pretty cheap bag gloves, and then we can practice hitting stuff. That'd be fun. Yeah. Especially because of the radio saying you've got to do some stuff that works your muscles and your bones. So go. How are we doing? Have we got that?
So you stick your bottom out.
You stick it. You kind of. I'm not sure. What am I doing? I'm sinking my bottom down, and it's going back. So I'm not sticking it out like that. It's more, I come forward a bit, and then I sink down. It's like I'm about to sit down, and then come back up again. So, yeah. Okay, and then what we do is we transfer the weight. You can see why I don't want to spend do too many number of movements. I'd rather just do the first 6 and see how we get on. So you want to be nice and relaxed. So you sink your weight, then you come back. So you do one each foot, or one each side. And then you haven't got the forward and back thing going on. When you're doing the side to side thing, you just go to one side, and then you go to the other side. And then you go to the other side, and then you go to the other side. That's it. So it comes. Oh, I won't do that yet. We'll just get the... You're right. So you want to sink and feel... Oh, was it because you were on the squeaky floorboard?
Yes.
Oh, you found it. That's 10 points, that is, finding the floorboard that squeaks. And then you raise the heel, and then you come back. And then you raise the heel, and then you come back. That's it. So this one really works the brain. Did you notice that it's working your brain? So what you want...
Can't speak as well.
Yeah. So what you want to do is really relax, and feel it right to the end of the fingers. Imagine you're moving through water. You're moving through water, and you can just feel this. Preferably warm water, especially today. So what you want to do? I'm sinking your left foot, raise the right heel. Then bring it back. Come back to the middle. Transfer the weight. Sink into your right foot, raise the left heel. Come back to the middle. Transfer the weight. So, that's better, yeah. And keep breathing. Yeah, I know you're all concentrating, but it won't help if you all go blue, will it? So, well, maybe it would. And nice, soft. Okay, and then let that go. A little shake out. So that was movement number 3, circling the wrist. Oh, now my favourite. Oh, circle in for 30 and then out for 30. Oh, for goodness sake. So, hang on. Then we go. Oh, we're supposed to do it that way as well. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness me. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's really weird. I'm just reading what it's telling me to do in the instructions. Okay, let's look, it goes like that, and back. See, it's just the opposite. It's the opposite of that. Yeah, it's like dead one of these, you know. And then you go that way. Simples. What do you make of that? It's like a breaststroke. It's like a funny breaststroke.
Sorry. I can't see.
Right, we'll have a closer look at that one next week, otherwise we'll be here all day. Palm press up and down, similar to like when you're playing with a yo-yo. I've not done a yo-yo since I was it's like a yo-yo. So you start here, and then you come up like that, and then you turn it over, and then you go up and down. So imagine, what did he say? Imagine you've got sticky toffee between your hands. I'm just saying what he said. That's weird, isn't it? I'd have eaten it by then anyway. So, and you're stretching the sticky toffee across a sort of a diagonal. And then you push it back in again, and then you turn it, rotate the arms around, and then you go like that. And then we're just going to do the arm movement first. That's it, good. And turn. So imagine you've got a wheel that you kind of turn around the wheel, press down the wheel, and then you go like that. And then 1. I'll do sound effects, that'll help. 3. It's like the Victor Borger Tai Chi class. Down. So I learned sound effects from Karel Pascugo. And then so it makes a lot more. It's much easier, isn't it? Oh, it works brilliant. So I'll stop doing that now because it's getting silly. And then we just 1 up, 1 down, and then back, turn. 1 up, 1 down, back. Turn. 1 up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, how exciting! You've got 9 people in class today. 8.5. 8.5. Okay. And then we'll have 10 when Joan gets back from the COVID break. She's had a COVID break, and very courageously and without any thought, you know, very selflessly, she stayed at home while she's Test too positive, which is very kind of her because we don't want it, do we?
Yeah.
So now what you do is you transfer your weight. So transfer the weight towards the hand that's high. Go. Transfer the weight. I find it really relaxing. It's kind of almost hypnotic. When I did it with Mark, because he'd been doing it for a lot longer than what I've only been doing this since the beginning of September, and I'm still learning it really. Whereas he did it for years and years and years, and it's really, you want to get it really solid in your body. And then we do it with a heel lift. So you just lift the heel and then down, and then that's it, and then up, down. So it gives your ankle a workout, which will be good. So you wanna stay solid in, rather than lean over, that's too much. You want to go down into that foot. Go down into the foot as you lift the heel. Down into the foot as you lift the heel. So this is from Chen style, which is good because this is a Chen style class. And we may be getting the occasional interloper from the Burwell lot if they can't make the Wednesday morning. I said, why don't you come to Reach? One of them said, oh, I'm at a tea morning next week. I said, well, come to this. Fantastic. Okay, that will do for that one. Parting the waves and then marching is the next one. So parting the waves, you go like this. So one up, one down. It's like diagonal flying. So this is like this, straight wrist. Straight wrist. Look at your picture. If that is like that or like that, that's bent. It wants to be straight. There we go. And then we go, wee. This is a bit like semaphore, isn't it? I'm sure we could try out, we can take up semaphore now, and then you have this bit in the middle, and you go like that. And actually the movement lends itself to a weight shift, doesn't it? So let's just go with it. And it's a bit like that bit in Hamlet as well, you know. So apparently in the old days, after a while, I found this on the radio because I was thinking, why in Hamlet does that bloke dig up Yorick's skull and say, alas, poor Yorick, I knew him Horatio? And the reason why is after a certain amount of time, anyone that was buried that wasn't minted, someone else had to go in there. So what they'd do is they'd take all the bones out of the people and they'd put it in a Aussie something. Yeah. And all the bones would go in these big medieval skip so other people could go in, unless you were very rich and then you had your own thing. So that's what, because I never understood, why is he digging these bloke's bones out? And that's why, so I finally found out. So you want to sink down and then you come up.
If you go to France, you can
Yeah.
go now and they've got all the shin bones and
Yeah.
tibias and skulls all stuck in different places.
They stack them, don't they, like on shelves? Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? What people did. And so that's it. So you want to go like that, and then you raise the heel. And now this is where you want to practice your sleepy tiger eye gaze. You raise the heel. You raise the heel. That's not bad. This one's a bit easier. I think because it's such a big movement, it's quite easy to see. So remember that you want one down, one up. That's it. Yeah, good. That's fine. No, you're doing something. That's the important thing, and you know, it will come out in the wash. Just, it's fine. It's fun. One more time. It's like, that was beautiful, everybody. Let's finish with that one. Fantastic. Let's have a little shake out, and then we've got. Oh, we've only got one more move of the 6 of this half. So we're just doing the first. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure why Richard III was found in the car park. Yeah, that was on the news, wasn't it? About the lady that found him needing proper recognition that she found him, which I approve of. Recognising ladies. Okay, so the marching. You just march. So you just pull down with the arm, and you can do it like that. So you transfer your weight, and there's like a swingy. It's like a swingy march. It's like a swingy march. So the one shoulder. So there's a. Actually, if you put your hands on the, it's like that. And then you just put it merges your legs, for those of you that are doing it. And then you just raise the heel down. So then we've only got 6 more. We've only got 6 more after this, but we're going to go through these first 6 again, just to make sure we know what we're all vaguely doing. Actually, I'll do it from the diagonal view. Now, this 6th one, I'm going to have a look at Mark's video to make sure I'm not just made something up. But this will do for now, like a work in progress. Okay, let's start from the beginning. So number 1, balancing yin and yang. So we just transfer. Nice and relaxed. That's it. And we're breathing. So, yeah, does anyone know why he was in the car park? Why they found Richard III in the car park? Because they didn't have cars back then, did they? So
He wanted to go to the shops.
maybe he wanted to go to the shops and then ended up under a car park. I don't know.
Well, I think he got killed in the field, and then the field became...
A car park? Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yes, because, you know, alright. It was something. So, balancing yin and yang. We won't do as many as we did when we were first going through all the moves, but this is just to kind of remind us. It makes its own rhythm. It's nice, isn't it? It's quite soothing doing this. It's like rocking a little baby, isn't it? A little creature. Okay. And then circling. He does it opposite. Actually, I'll do it from the diagonal view. That might be a bit easier for people who are watching on the video. And then you raise the heel. Raise the heel. Raise the heel. And then circling the wrists. Oh, that feels easier the second time round, doesn't it? It's sort of, I think what must happen, it must still be knocking around the brain for a bit, and then you do it again and it's not as bad as it was. It's funny. And then we'll... And then we will do it in the other direction as well. And then raise the heel. So we're doing the slightly truncated version. And then if you can work it out, oh, that's tricky, isn't it, doing it in the other direction. And then we do one more time each side, and then we do the pressing palms. So we start in the middle, like this, back, turn, up, back, turn. Nice. Up, back, turn, up, back, turn, up, back, turn, up, back, turn, and then up, back, turn, up, back, turn, up, back, turn, up, and then with the heel lifting. Nice. And then one more time, and then parting the waves. So we'll just go straight into that one. That's it. One more time each side. Beautiful. We come back and then we do the marching. So we'll just isn't it? So the marching one, I suspect I'm missing some detail. So this is a sort of fudge.
Is that why it's easy?
That's why it's easy. It's probably something. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we'll just finish with this one. So you just breathe in, breathe out. So this is the closing exercise. Nice. Okay, so that is the first 6 of the Fasten Gong. We've only got 6 left. Phoenix rising from the air. I'll just read out the next ones. So we've got swinging arms, 8 offers of the fruit, shooting palms, pouring the energy from palm to palm, Phoenix rising from the ashes, and then conclusion. So we've got those to do, but we'll do them ones next week when I've had a look at the video. Okay. Okay, have a little shake out. That's very nicely done. Oh my goodness me. Okay. Alright, for fun, let's do white tape off as fruit. Demonstration. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do the we'll do the non-walking version. We'll do the walking version next week, and you can do the walking version too. You just lift your legs as if you're walking, but in a chair. So we'll start like this. You hold the ball, you transfer your weight, part the wild horse's mane. Oh, that's handy. Then you open, breathe bring this hand over, bring the other hand towards it, sink back. Now the way I do white apothes fruit is the version that I learned from Corel circa 2015. I'll turn around in a minute. I'm just doing this so you can see what my arms are doing. The version Mike does, I suspect, is a later, more subtle version. So it's different. Those of you that go to Mike's classes and he says, right, we're doing white apothes fruit, that's why they look different. But when I'm in Mike's class, I do it how Mike does it. There we are. That's it. And then I'll turn round, and it might make more sense if I'm turning round. There we are. And we're nice and relaxed. And if you can't do what I'm doing, just make something up. Look really relaxed. I will be completely forward. Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's stuff happening in the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can see we've got potential on this as well. Excellent. Right. Just so those of you that are doing chair stuff, I'll show it in the chair. So while you're watching the TV, you can do this. Look. Marvellous. Simples. There we go. And it's all in the waist turn and the weight shift. So you're shifting the weight, you're turning the waist. Shifting the weight, turning the weight. Sorry for those of you that I didn't do the 4. I wanted to do the 15, and then we'll have to spill over. I've only booked the room for an hour, so let's go back to this one. Wasn't that great? Well done, us. So, what I've got to do with the soundtrack is get all the levels right and get some, and then that will actually become a CD because Peter can help me. He's got a friend and they make these lovely CDs, because some people do still use them. And then you can, if you are listening to it in your car though, be very careful because you might fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. Okay, nice and tall. There we go. Okay, let's do Plum Blossom Falls Left and Right. Just due to popular request. Imagine a beautiful blossom. Look at that. Whee! It goes up. And then it's good, isn't it? Yeah. Just think a beautiful blossom. And then it goes whee! So that was Mary from Burwell. Mary from Burwell. She sometimes comes, yeah, and she goes whee! Back up again. So yeah, she wasn't here this week, but she does come. Yeah, we've moved it back to 10 o'clock because we're not isolating or having to change, so which is much easier. It means I spend longer in traffic. It's great. There we go. Marvellous. That was great, everybody. Okay, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Because I'm being made lunch. It's great. That's one of my favourite words, that is lunch. Breakfast's a good word too, and so is cake. So there we are.
Supper.
My 3 favourite words.
I like supper.
Yeah, so any weekend retreat that me and Peter run always involves cake. So there we go. And then nice and tall, rub the hands together and polishing the face. So we'll all look younger. Look at that. Think smooth, youthful skin thoughts. Marvellous. And then rub the hands together again, and then give the lower back a rub. He should join in. Never mind.
Oh, he's gone to hide.
He's gone to hide. Never mind.
Just in case.
Your chauffeur. Yeah, your chauffeur should join in.
He shuts his eyes when I get in that truck. That's all I ask.
Oh, you'll be fine. I was very impressed with your truck driving there, Brendan. Fantastic. It's really good. And one more time. Nice and and then make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, bring your feet together and bow. Brilliant, well done everybody. Well done everybody. That was fantastic. And we'll do the next 6 movements of that set next week and it should all be perfect. Yeah, well done everyone, that was great. I'll just stop